Do you often find yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering why you just can't seem to stay asleep anymore? It's a frustrating, lonely feeling, isn't it? The quiet of the night amplifies every thought, every worry, and by the time morning rolls around, you're more exhausted than when you went to bed. You might feel like this is just an unavoidable part of getting older, that your body clock is simply wired differently now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, I'm here to tell you something truly important. You are not alone in this, and it doesn't have to be your new normal. This painful reality of fragmented sleep, waking up drained, and feeling sluggish throughout the day isn't just something to accept. There are clear, understandable reasons why so many of us in our golden years find ourselves wide awake in the wee hours. And more importantly, there are very practical and gentle ways to fix it. This isn't about expensive gadgets or complicated remedies. It's about understanding your body and making a few thoughtful adjustments. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 5 simple, yet incredibly powerful habits that will help you reclaim your nights, sleep more soundly, and wake up feeling truly refreshed and ready for your day. Not just past 3 a.m., but right through to morning. Make sure you watch to the very end, because I have something that might truly surprise you and change the way you think about your sleep and overall well-being. Let's begin with perhaps the most fundamental aspect of healthy sleep, especially as we age the rhythm of your day, and how light plays a role in it. Many of us don't realize just how powerful our internal body clock, our circadian rhythm, is in dictating when we feel sleepy and when we feel awake. As we get older, this clock can become a bit more sensitive, or even a little bit out of sync, leading to those frustrating early morning awakenings. The good news is, we have a lot of influence over this. The first habit, then, is all about harnessing the power of a consistent routine and embracing natural light. Think about it. Our bodies thrive on predictability. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time every single day, yes, even on weekends, sends a clear signal to your body about when it's time to wind down and when it's time to be alert. This consistency helps to reinforce your natural sleep-wake cycle, making it stronger and more reliable. It might feel a bit rigid at first, especially if you're used to sleeping in on Saturdays. But try it for a couple of weeks and you'll be amazed at the difference it makes in your overall energy levels and the depth of your sleep. Now, alongside that consistent schedule, we need to talk about light, especially morning light. Sunlight is the most powerful signal to our bodies that it's daytime, and it helps to suppress melatonin, the hormone that makes us feel sleepy. So, as soon as you wake up, or even within the first hour of being awake, try to get some natural light exposure. This could be as simple as opening your curtains and sitting by a window for 10-15 minutes, stepping out onto your porch or into your garden, or even taking a short walk. This isn't just about feeling brighter. It's a crucial reset button for your internal clock, telling your body, okay, it's morning, time to be awake and vibrant. This strong morning signal helps to ensure that when evening comes, your body is ready to produce melatonin and prepare for sleep effectively. On the flip side, it's just as important to start dimming the lights as evening approaches. Think warm, softer lighting, and try to avoid very bright overhead lights. And crucially, limit your exposure to blue light from screens, your phone, tablet, computer, and even your television. In the couple of hours before bed, this blue light mimics daylight and can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing that vital melatonin production just when you need it most. I've heard countless stories from friends who thought their restless nights were just age, only to find that simply being more mindful of light exposure and sticking to a consistent wake-up time transformed their sleep. One gentleman I know, a retired teacher, used to wake up at 4 a.m. like clockwork. He started going for a gentle 20-minute walk right after breakfast, no matter the weather, and within a month, he was sleeping soundly until 6:30 a.m. most days, feeling more refreshed than he had in years. Now, while a good routine and light exposure set the stage, what you put into your body, especially in the evening, plays an equally crucial role in whether you sleep past 3 a.m. or not. This brings us to our second habit, optimizing your evening intake of food and drink. We all love a good meal and a comforting cup of tea or coffee, but the timing and type of what we consume can dramatically impact our sleep quality. Let's start with food. Eating a heavy, rich, or spicy meal too close to bedtime can put your digestive system into overdrive when it should be winding down. Your body will be busy processing that food, leading to discomfort, heartburn, and a restless night. Aim to finish your main meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you plan to go to bed. This gives your digestive system ample time to do its work without interfering with your sleep. If you find yourself genuinely hungry later in the evening, opt for a small, light, easily digestible snack, like a banana, a small bowl of oatmeal, or a handful of almonds. These foods can actually help promote sleep due to their natural components, like tryptophan. Next, let's talk about beverages, particularly caffeine and alcohol. We all know caffeine is a stimulant, but its effects can linger in your system far longer than you might think. A cup of coffee at 3 p.m. could still be circulating in your bloodstream at midnight, subtly disrupting your sleep architecture and making it harder to stay asleep through the night. The general recommendation is to cut off caffeine intake by midday, or certainly by early afternoon. This includes not just coffee, but also many teas, soft drinks, and even some chocolate. Then there's alcohol. While a glass of wine or a nightcap might initially make you feel drowsy and help you fall asleep faster, it actually fragments your sleep later in the night. Alcohol interferes with REM sleep, the most restorative stage, and can lead to more frequent awakenings, often right around that 3 a.m. mark. As your body processes it and the sedative effects wear off, you might find yourself waking up needing to use the bathroom more frequently as well, another common culprit for those early morning wakings. So, try to limit or avoid alcohol in the evenings, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. And, while we're on the subject of drinks, consider your fluid intake in general. Staying hydrated is vital, but chugging a large glass of water right before bed is a surefire way to interrupt your sleep with trips to the bathroom. Try to front-load your hydration earlier in the day and gradually reduce your fluid intake in the 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This doesn't mean dehydrating yourself, just being mindful of the timing. Many people find that simply switching their evening brew from a regular tea to a calming herbal tea, like chamomile or valerian root, makes a world of difference. My friend, Margaret, used to love her evening glass of wine. She was convinced it helped her relax. But she also consistently woke up at 2:30 a.m. when she reluctantly decided to swap it for a warm cup of caffeine-free peppermint tea for a week. She was astonished. The first few nights were challenging, but by the third night, she slept through until 5 a.m., then 6 a.m., and now rarely wakes before her alarm. These simple adjustments to your daily rhythm and what you consume can already make a world of difference. But there's more to creating that perfect sleep sanctuary. And that brings us to the very space where you lay your head down each night. Our third powerful habit is about creating a true sanctuary for sleep. Ensuring your bedroom environment is perfectly optimized for restful slumber. Think about your bedroom from the perspective of peace and quiet. Is it dark enough? Even small amounts of light from streetlights, digital clocks, or standby lights on electronics can disrupt your sleep. Invest in blackout curtains or blinds, or even consider a comfortable eye mask. You'd be surprised at how much difference truly complete darkness makes. Then there's temperature. Most sleep experts agree that a cool room is best for sleep, typically somewhere between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. If your room is too warm, your body struggles to cool down, leading to restlessness. If it's too cold, you might shiver and struggle to relax. Experiment to find your ideal temperature and try to keep it consistent. Next, consider noise. Is your bedroom quiet if you live in a noisy area, or have a partner who snores? Consider earplugs or a white noise machine. White noise can help mask sudden disruptive sounds by creating a consistent, soothing background hum. And finally, think about your bed itself. Your mattress and pillows are critical to comfort and support. If you're waking up with aches and pains, or if your mattress is old and saggy, it might be time for an upgrade. A good mattress supports your spine and joints, preventing discomfort that could wake you up. Pillows should support your neck in a neutral position, whether you're a back, side, or stomach sleeper. Remember, your bedroom should primarily be for sleep and intimacy. Avoid using it as an office, a TV room, or a place for intense discussions. This helps your brain associate the space with rest and relaxation, not with stress or activity. I remember my aunt, who loved watching the news right up until she closed her eyes. She often complained about waking up and her mind racing. When she moved her television out of the bedroom and started winding down with a book in the living room before moving to her now screen-free bedroom, she noticed a remarkable shift in her ability to fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Once your environment is set, the next step is about helping your mind and body shift gears. Moving from the day's hustle to peaceful rest. This leads us to our fourth habit, mastering the gentle art of winding down. In today's busy world, it's easy to rush right from activity to trying to sleep. But our brains and bodies need a clear signal that it's time to transition from awake mode to sleep mode. Establishing a consistent, calming routine in the hour or two before bed can make all the difference. This means avoiding stimulating activities like intense exercise, heated discussions, or working right before bed. Instead, choose activities that promote relaxation. This could be reading a physical book, again, away from screens, listening to calming music or a gentle podcast, taking a warm bath or shower, or practicing some gentle stretching or restorative yoga poses. A warm bath, for instance, not only relaxes your muscles, but the subsequent slight drop in body temperature as you get out can also trigger feelings of sleepiness. For many of us, racing thoughts, worries, or planning for the next day are major culprits for those 3 a.m. awakenings. This is where mindful relaxation techniques come in. Simple, deep breathing exercises can be incredibly effective. Try lying in bed and taking slow, deep breaths. Inhaling deeply through your nose for a count of 4, holding for 7, and exhaling slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat this several times. This technique calms your nervous system and signals to your body that it's time to relax. Some people find that keeping a gratitude journal or a brain dump notebook by their bedside helps. Before you even get into bed, jot down anything that's on your mind: worries, to-do lists, fleeting thoughts. This can help clear your mind, preventing those thoughts from swirling around when you're trying to sleep. My neighbor, a retired architect, found that simply writing down his next day's tasks before bed completely stopped his habit of waking up at 3 a.m. to mentally plan his day. He says it's like putting the thoughts in a parking lot until morning. The goal here is to create a peaceful, mindful transition into sleep, allowing your mind and body to truly unwind. And finally, to truly support your body in achieving restful sleep, we need to talk about how we move, or don't move, throughout the day. Our fifth and final habit is embracing movement that truly matters. Regular physical activity isn't just good for your heart and muscles. It's a powerful, natural sleep aid. Studies consistently show that people who engage in moderate exercise throughout the day tend to sleep more deeply and for longer durations. This isn't about running marathons. It's about incorporating gentle, consistent movement into your daily life. Think brisk walking, swimming, cycling, dancing, or even gardening. The key is consistency. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week. This helps your body expend energy, regulate its internal temperature cycles, and encourages more restorative deep sleep. However, the timing of your exercise is crucial. While daytime activity is fantastic for sleep, vigorous exercise too close to bedtime can have the opposite effect. Working out intensely late in the evening can elevate your heart rate, body temperature, and adrenaline levels, making it harder to wind down and fall asleep. Try to finish any more strenuous exercise at least 3 to 4 hours before you plan to go to bed. Gentle activities like stretching, tai chi, or light yoga can be beneficial closer to bedtime, as they help relax muscles and promote flexibility, which can also ease discomfort that might otherwise wake you up. Speaking of discomfort, many seniors experience aches and pains from conditions like arthritis or back pain, which can be significant disruptors of sleep. While exercise can help manage some of these, it's also important to be proactive. Ensure your sleep posture is good. Using pillows to support your joints as needed. Gentle stretches before bed can alleviate stiffness. If pain is a persistent issue, leading to those frustrating 3 a.m. awakenings, don't hesitate to consult your doctor. They can help you explore solutions, from pain management strategies to physical therapy. Ensuring discomfort doesn't stand between you and a good night's rest. I know a lovely woman named Eleanor who used to struggle with restless legs that would wake her constantly. She started gentle evening walks and incorporated some simple leg stretches before bed. And the improvement in her sleep quality was truly remarkable. It just goes to show that even small, consistent movements can have a profound effect on your sleep and overall well-being. So, we've talked about the power of a consistent sleep schedule and embracing the morning light. How carefully choosing what you eat and drink in the evenings can make a world of difference. The quiet comfort of creating your own sleep sanctuary. The calming magic of a gentle wind-down ritual. And the surprising impact of mindful movement throughout your day. You see, the common thread here is understanding that your body and mind are incredible systems that respond beautifully to consistent, gentle care. Those 3 a.m. awakenings, which can feel so disheartening, are often just signals that your body is a little out of sync. And with these adjustments, you can bring it back into harmony. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but every small step is a victory. Don't feel overwhelmed by trying to implement all 5 of these habits at once. Pick 1 or 2 that resonate most with you. Perhaps focusing on your evening meals or your morning light exposure, and commit to them for a week or 2. Once those feel natural, gradually introduce another. Be patient and kind to yourself. You deserve to wake up feeling truly rested, with energy to enjoy your days to the fullest. The surprise I mentioned earlier, it's simply this: how profoundly effective these seemingly small, consistent changes can be. Many people resign themselves to poor sleep in later life, believing it's an inevitable part of aging. But the truth is, the majority of those early morning awakenings can be significantly improved, often with just these simple, mindful adjustments. You have more control over your sleep than you might think. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you tried any of these tips? What's your biggest sleep challenge? And what's one small change you're going to try after watching this video? Your experiences can help others in our wonderful community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who need this information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos designed to help you live your best life at every age. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed and energized, ready to embrace each beautiful day. Here's to reclaiming your nights and living your best life at every age.